Morning again. Christmas Eve day. Still working out here pounding sand. I got to thinking after posting the one from yesterday, I did forget one little step. And that was we cut the sprue, but I didn't cut in the other holes that need to be there, which wind up being, for these buckles, the 3 prongs for attaching your belts to. So we just cut the sprue. You got to plug in the little prongs on the back of the buckle. That's what we're doing now. It's a process that just never seems to end. I always forget something. Luckily, I realized it before I poured those buckles, and that we formed up yesterday. But yeah, you just plug that in. It's got a little depth gauge on it that I made for it. Make sure they're good and clean. We're doing a Texas buckle and a Virginia buckle in this particular mold. Not too exciting, but it's just another part of it. Like I said, I forgot to show this part yesterday. I was in a hurry. That last video was getting kind of long, and I wasn't sure if it'd post or if anybody would watch it to the end, so I tried to keep it short. This one will be short. This one won't take too long. I promise. I know it's Christmas Eve day, so. And as usual, we're just out in one of the shops working. That's kind of what we do. Got to cut this little bit here to help the brass flow in. I don't know if I showed that on the last video or not either. It's just a matter of working that pattern a little bit. You got to make sure it's good and clean, nothing left behind. Of course, this is just the back of the buckle, so there's an imperfection back here. It's barely noticeable. Again, this is all just to help the brass flow. And you flip that puppy like so. That's what we got so far. Not sure how much of this you'll be able to see or not, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, poke this wire through. This does a couple things. Like I say, it forms the prongs for the buckles, but it also allows for excess heat and gases and air to leave the pattern, so you got a good, smooth, hopefully, flow of molten brass. It's a good day. Good thing I'm not running the furnace today. It's kind of foggy and misty, and water, just wet conditions, does not really bode well with 2,000 degree molten brass. They really don't behave well together. They don't play nice. That's it, like so. And I don't know if carving out the other side is actually critical like I'm doing here, but the way that we set it up with our foundry is these all stack. I stack them about 4 or 5 high. And I don't want the sand from one of the other molds to plug up the holes on these, so I do this little bit of extra. There. You just need to carve out the sprue. We'll cut the gates in the other pattern, and we saw that yesterday. And we will be set. We'll be cooking. We're ready to burn. Once we get the rest of them done, we've got another 10 or 15 flasks. It takes usually me several days to get that through. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Be safe out there.